Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I wanted to do a video on my top favorite foundations for oily skin. I have oily skin and these foundations are bomb if you have oily skin. I wanted to say I do apologize. I haven't been uploading videos on the same days that I usually do. If I haven't mentioned before, which I believe I've mentioned before, I am a nursing student. I am in clinicals and school is just really hectic and crazy right now. I'm taking med-surg, and for those of you who know what it's like to be in nursing school taking med-surg, you know it's crazy. So I have to study, so that's why my schedule is off. I'm trying to film at least one video a week for now. I was doing twice a week, but I can't do twice a week right now with school, so I'm trying to do once a week. So please bear with me if it goes beyond a week. I will try my hardest to put out at least one video a week. So okay, I just wanted to get that out there. All the foundations I'm going to show you guys are fairly inexpensive except for one, and this is my favorite high-end foundation. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light foundation, and I'm in the color 65 medium warm. This is the foundation I'm wearing today, and I've had this foundation on for about 7 hours and it looks great. Every time I wear this foundation, I always get so many compliments at work. People always think I have like flawless skin with this foundation. I'm like, no, I do not have flawless skin. It's a foundation. But this foundation it says it's a 24-hour wear, full coverage, transfer resistant matte foundation. I don't know about transfer resistant. I've never tested that claim. I don't know about 24 hours, but I know it's very, very long wearing foundation, and it is super full coverage. If you're extremely oily, try this foundation out. You guys will love it. The only thing I will say is if you have dry patches on your face, make sure you exfoliate before you use this foundation, and make sure you moisturize your face really well before you apply this foundation, even if you are oily, because it will cling to any patch on your face that's dry. So this is my top, my favorite high-end foundation. The next foundation I have is the L'Oreal Pro Matte. Last year, this was just about the only foundation I was wearing. I forgot how much I love this foundation. I put it on, I believe it was 2 weeks ago or a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So I had the foundation on for about 14 hours, had a very long day that day, and at the end of the day, I went to the bathroom with some wipes to take off my foundation, and I was like blown away. I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot how much I really love this foundation. I was not like completely matte. I was getting a little shiny, but after 14 hours it looked so good. I didn't have any creasing. I wasn't like looking like a grease ball. It looked so amazing. Okay, so it's a 24-hour foundation, demi matte finish, air light oil-free foundation. This stuff, and oh, I'm in the shade Cream Cafe. This foundation is amazing. Like, it's so good. But this is another one. If you have oily skin but you have dry patches, like for me, sometimes on my forehead or on my cheeks around these areas I have some dry patches. If you don't moisturize, this thing will stick to every dry patch on your face. So make sure you exfoliate and make sure you moisturize your face really well. Don't say I didn't warn you. Next foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and I'm in the shade 332 Golden Caramel. This stuff is so beautiful. Like, it is not a full-on matte like the Kat Von D. To me is like super matte, like when I put it on. The L'Oreal Pro Matte is super matte. This one is like, to me, it's like a soft matte finish. Whenever I use this with the Maybelline, I believe it's the poreless primer. I believe it's poreless primer. Those two, they're like a match made in heaven. Like, it looks so good with that primer. This foundation, let me see what the claims are. So it's supposed to be a matte foundation that does not clog your pores. It's an ultra lightweight foundation that absorbs oil for a matte and poreless looking finish. So the L'Oreal and the Kat Von D, they are full coverage, if I didn't mention that. This one is like a medium coverage. Like, this one gives me medium coverage, but it looks so good. It gives me like a semi-matte finish for me. It lasts very long. I can't say it lasts as long as the other two, but for, I believe I got this for under $6. It looks really well. It's really good. It's very comfortable. In the winter time, I love wearing this foundation because I still get oily in the winter, but not as oily in this as I would get in the summer. I love to wear this foundation because it's not as drying and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. You have to try it. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. Okay? So the last foundation I'm going to mention today is fairly new to me. I've been using this foundation for the past, I believe, 4 months or so, maybe 5 months, 4 or 5 months, and is so beautiful. When I first started to use it, I didn't like it because I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it because it was creasing on me right here, and I'm like, I don't like that. So I figured out a way to make it work, and it works so well. I just make sure I set in my laugh lines, I set it, and then I spray my face with set-in spray, and that seems to have worked. I really love this foundation, and it lasts a very, very long time. So this foundation claims, let's see, supposed to be for good for taking pictures. So apparently it was tested under 7 different light conditions. So it's more for that if you're going to be taking photos. But it's full coverage. It's super full coverage. The only thing is it does smell like paint. It's super full coverage and it lasts such a long time. It blends really well and it looks really good on the skin. These 4 foundations that I have mentioned, they are amazing if you have oily skin. I remember when I first got into makeup, I was like on the hunt for foundations that were for people with oily skin, and I thought I would never find a foundation that I would love that's for oily skin, but I really do love these foundations. I hope this video was helpful to someone. Please let me know if you have tried any of these foundations and if they work for you. If you have any other recommendations for foundations that's for oily skin that I have not mentioned, that is your favorite, let me know in the comment section because I would love to try it. I love foundations. I have so many. The lipstick I'm wearing is from the Sephora collection, and it's in the shade, or number 05 or number 5. So this is the lipstick that I'm wearing, in case you guys were wondering. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.